Imagine the terror of seeing a clown that reminds you of Pennywise from IT. Only this time, it isn't a movie scene. This is real life, where a killer dressed as a clown shocked a quiet neighborhood in Florida and left a trail of unanswered questions for 27 long years. Stick with me, because the twists and turns of this case will leave you speechless. It all began on a dark, quiet night in 1990. Marlene Warren was home, expecting nothing more than an ordinary evening. Suddenly, her peaceful night was shattered when a figure in full clown attire appeared at her door. This wasn't the harmless entertainer you'd expect at a birthday party. It was a man wearing a creepy smile, carrying balloons, and exuding an eerie calm. Without warning, he pulled out a gun and shot Marlene right in the face. In a matter of seconds, he vanished into the darkness, leaving behind a scene of shock and horror. The brutality and surreal nature of this act immediately sent ripples of fear through the community. After the crime, the police were desperate to understand what had happened. Investigators quickly turned their attention to Marlene's family, with early suspicions falling on her husband, Michael Warren, and a mysterious woman named Sheila Keen, who was rumored to be involved. Then a pivotal piece of evidence emerged from an eyewitness. A neighbor returning home that night recalled seeing a figure wearing a distinctly eerie clown mask. The witness described it as a garish, theatrical disguise with exaggerated features that hid the perpetrator's true identity. This chilling detail added a new dimension to the case, prompting investigators to look deeper into the circumstances of the crime. However, despite this striking piece of evidence and the growing theories of hidden motives, the case soon hit a dead end as no further concrete evidence could be found, and the investigation stalled for many years. As the years turned into decades, the chilling image of the killer clown transformed into a ghost story, a horrifying urban legend that haunted those who remembered that fateful night. For nearly 27 years, the case remained unsolved, a cold case that left families yearning for justice and investigators clinging to every scrap of evidence. The mystery deepened as the community grappled with a reality that seemed too bizarre to be true, and the haunting visual of a clown committing such a crime left an indelible mark on the local psyche, amplifying community fears and solidifying the case as one of the most disturbing legends in the area. In 2017, modern forensic technology breathed new life into the decades-old mystery. DNA testing, which had advanced significantly since the original investigation, was applied to a wig found at the crime scene, a detail that had been overlooked in the early days. This forensic evidence pointed to Sheila Keen, revealing that after the crime, she had married Michael Warren and reinvented herself with a new identity. The discovery of her DNA was the first concrete clue that reopened the investigation, offering a glimmer of hope that justice might finally be served. Then, in an astonishing twist, the case came full circle in 2023. Authorities managed to track down Sheila Keen, whose life of secrets had finally caught up with her. After nearly 3 decades of evading justice, she was arrested and soon took a plea deal, bringing a long-awaited, albeit bittersweet, resolution to a case that had captivated the nation. The news of the arrest spread like wildfire online, with headlines and social media posts dubbing her the killer clown. In this dark story of greed and betrayal, Marlene Warren's murder was carefully planned. Money played a big role, especially since she owned her house and other valuable assets. The idea was that her death could have brought in benefits like life insurance money, which might have helped someone else financially. Adding to this, a secret relationship between Sheila Keen-Warren and Michael Warren brought personal anger and jealousy into the mix. Even the choice to dress as a clown and use special props shows that the act wasn't random at all. So what is your thought? Comment them down. As we reach the end of this story, we're left with important thoughts about trust and hidden motives. The killer eventually confessed, and with that, the truth came out. A mix of money, personal betrayal, and secret plans can lead to tragic outcomes. And that's the end of our deep dive into one of the most twisted true crime stories ever told. If you're as fascinated and as horrified as we are, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss another story that goes beyond the ordinary. Share this video with a friend who loves a good mystery. Stay curious, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.